Welcome back to another episode from Boys from the Bridge. This is an official channel dedicated to yours truly, Chelsea Football Club, and football in general. Everything you need to know, everything you want to know, it happens right here, right now. Let's get into it. So, today's video is a preview video to our game against Burnley that is happening on Saturday. I'm very excited for this game, as it is a huge opportunity for us to get 3 points and move up the table and aim for that first place position. I'll be doing a predicted lineup for this game, going through all the players that I believe should start to get the job done on Saturday, giving a predicted score. I'll also be choosing 3 Burnley players that I believe can cause a threat to us and are very good. Before I get into it, I'd just like to say if you could please just hit the like and subscribe button for this video, and also just leave a comment in the comment section below, letting me know what you think about this video and Saturday's game. So I'm sure you all slept well after our Champions League success in Russia last night. We won 4-0 against Krasnodar. If you haven't seen my review video yet for that game, go check that out. But I am delighted that we got the 3 points. We are currently sitting in first place in that group, as we have a very good goal difference now, as it is 4. However, we're back in the Premier League, and this is a huge game for us. Now, Burnley haven't played the best this season. They are currently sitting 18th in the Premier League. Now, I'm a big fan of Burnley. I don't believe they should be anywhere near this position. They have conceded quite a lot of goals this season, losing 4 of their opening 5 games, and one of the games they drew. So sadly, they only have 1 point from 5 games, which is very shocking. They're still looking to get their first victory, and I'm sure they're going to be aiming to get that first victory against us. We are currently sitting in 10th place. We have got 4 clean sheets now in a row. This is the first time that Chelsea have got 4 clean sheets in a row since January. So this is big news and positives coming from Stamford Bridge. Mendy in goal has been immense this season. Could low-key be our best signing actually, because tightening up our defence allows our extremely creative players going forward to score goals and show their abilities. Hakim Ziyech stood out from the game yesterday. He was man of the match, and I am delighted with his performance, and his ability to get back into the team will allow so many more chances to be created for the likes of Werner. The first thing I'm going to talk about are the 3 potential players in Burnley that can cause us some problems. I want to start off with their 2 strikers. Now, Chris Wood and Ashley Barnes are 2 very good strikers. They have immense ability on the ball. Ashley Barnes is 31 years old. He actually turns 31 on Friday, the day before the game. So I'm sure he's going to want to bag a birthday goal against us. He is English, and he is an extremely clinical striker. If we give him room, he will punish us. He is very good at finishing and can get goals out of nothing. So we have to be very tight on him. Don't allow him too much space and too many opportunities to shoot, as he will punish us. The next player is Chris Wood. He's 28 years old, and he is a forward. He is also a very dangerous player. If you give him too much space or allow him too much time on the ball, he will also punish us. So their link-up play, stopping them to get into the game is going to be key into beating Burnley this weekend, and to keep a 5th consecutive clean sheet. That would be awesome. I would be delighted. And so would my fantasy team, as I have Ben Chilwell in the back. The third player I'm going to talk about is Nick Pope. I think Nick Pope is a very good goalkeeper. We were actually linked to Nick Pope before we signed Edward Mendy. He has also been in speculation to him becoming England's first choice goalkeeper. He is extremely tall. He is also 28 years old, and I have a lot of respect for this keeper. I think he's a very good shot stopper and very good with his feet and with his hands. It's a shame that he's let in so many goals this season, but I don't think Burnley's defence has been that good. I think the main problem with Burnley at the moment is that they did not have a good transfer window. The likes of Chelsea, we brought in so many players, and Burnley really didn't do much in the transfer window. So I am expecting Chelsea to beat Burnley. It is still going to be a tough game. They played extremely well against Tottenham. Son managed to get a goal though towards the end of the game to secure a victory for Tottenham, unfortunately. So I don't think this is going to be a straightforward game. My prediction for this game is going to be a 2-1 victory for Chelsea. I have a feeling that Burnley could score. I hope that I am wrong, as I'm so desperate for our clean sheet record to remain intact. I'm going to be talking quickly about a few things that I believe we have to improve on from our last game. The first aspect I want to talk about is Chelsea in transition. Now, I think that from the midfields to the strikers, like I said in my previous video, is very good. However, from the defense to the midfield, there needs to be improvements, needs to be more decisive passes and quicker passes at that. I think if this can be improved, we will definitely score more goals and it will be more enjoyable to watch, and it also will become a free-flowing game. The next topic I want to speak about is remaining clinical. Now, we didn't score in our last few games before this game against Krasnodar, but we managed to score 4 goals against Krasnodar. So I want to remain clinical, take our opportunities, and don't let that many opportunities slip past us. Now, I'm going to get straight into the lineup. There has to be no other than Mendy in goal. He has been so immense over the last few games. He has definitely been, in my opinion, Chelsea's best signing this season. And he looks to continue that record with his clean sheets against Burnley on the weekend. I think he's going to have a fantastic game. And therefore, I can't choose anyone else than to put Mendy in goals. To the right of him is going to be Reece James. Now, Reece James was rested in the game against Krasnodar in midweek, and therefore he was slot straight back into the right-hand position, with Azpilicueta dropping down to give him a bit of a rest. I think Reece James is also going to be very important in this game, providing us width in the game, providing those clinical and decisive passes, and also starting to link up with Hakim Ziyech, who I will place in front of him. The 2 centre-back pair is going to be Kurt Zouma and Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva was rested against Krasnodar. I completely agree with Frank Lampard doing this, that we have so many games coming up so quickly, we do need to protect Thiago Silva. However, I think Thiago Silva will slot into that position that Rudiger played so well in midweek. On the left-hand side, I'm going to put Ben Chilwell. Didn't have the greatest of games against Krasnodar in the first half. Did improve a bit in the second half, but I think he will definitely improve against Burnley. He seems to be very good for Chelsea at the moment in the Premier League, and it seems like he's been playing for Chelsea for a long time. Doesn't feel at all like he's just signed. So I'm excited to see him starting to gain a partnership with Pulisic on the left-hand side, and also providing those killer balls that Reece James will also be doing. Sitting in front of him is going to be N'Golo Kante. Kovacic did play very well in midweek. However, I think N'Golo Kante will come in. As he was rested in this game, he did come on as a sub around the 70-minute mark. So I think he will be fit and ready for this game, and he has improved a lot over the last couple of games. He had a bit of a shaky start in the beginning, but now he is immense in that midfield, in that central defending midfield role, and not allowing players to pass. He is like a rock there, and he is all over the pitch. So I'm excited to see how Kante is going to perform. Now, next to him, I would like to see Kovacic. However, I know that Jorginho will be placed there. I think Kovacic is a very good player, and I prefer him to the likes of Jorginho, but I know Frank Lampard does like Jorginho a lot, and also Jorginho can give those killer decisive passes that maybe Kovacic can't. Kovacic, though, is a better dribbler than Jorginho, but I think Jorginho will sit next to Kante for this game, providing Burner and those other attacking players with the balls that will cause Burnley problems. I thought that Kai Havertz could potentially be rested in midweek and allow Mason Mount to play, as Mason Mount was used as a sub against Manchester United on the weekend, but he didn't. I think Kai Havertz will, however, start this game. I know he may be a little bit tired, and Mason Mount could potentially start instead of Kai Havertz, but I think as he's our record signing, really, Kai Havertz has to start. He's starting to form a real good partnership with the likes of Timo Werner and our attackers. So I think he's going to be essential to causing Burnley problems in this game and winning at the end of the day. On our left wing, Pulisic loves this position. He doesn't really like playing on the right-hand side and having to cut in on his left. He is very good on both feet, but I think he is sensational on the left, cutting in on his right. He caused Burnley so many problems last season. He even got a hat-trick against them. So I think he will look forward to this game and also causing them problems. He didn't play at all that much in midweek. He did come on as a sub, scored a goal and made an immediate impact. So I'm excited to see Pulisic start. It's actually crazy and scary to think how many exceptional players we have at the moment in terms of the attack at Chelsea. We have so many, we have such a good squad depth at the moment. I am just so excited and thrilled about this, and I can't wait to see how this team goes moving forward and how they play week in, week out. I'm very excited about this, and I'm sure all the fans are too. I think it's going to be a fantastic season as well as a future for Chelsea. On that right hand side, I'm going to put Hakim Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech played extremely well in midweek. he did look a little bit rusty at times, as you know, he hasn't played football since March, since the Dutch league ended, so it's very understandable. However, he did show his class, even managed to get man of the match and score a goal. So I'm very excited to see Hakim Ziyech start again this weekend. I'm very excited to see him give those decisive passes to the likes of Werner and Pulisic. And I think he'll definitely get an assist or two on the weekend. Moving to the strikers, I think Timo Werner, who scored a penalty in midweek, will also remain there. I would have liked to see Abraham in midweek start, but I think Timo Werner will start with the likes of Kai Havertz behind him because they have such a good understanding and a partnership now, especially as they play for both club and country together. Timo Werner will also bag a goal on the weekend. His pace will cause Burnley a lot of problems, and him running behind the line will be a nightmare for the entire defence of Burnley. I have chosen 3 subs that I believe are going to come on and make a big impact. These are the likes of Mason Mount, Hudson-Odoi, and Kovacic. I potentially thought that I could put Tammy Abraham here, but I think that these 3 players are going to have a big impact off the bench and will be chosen by Frank Lampard. Mason Mount will probably come on for Kai Havertz around the 70-minute mark. Callum Hudson-Odoi managed to score in midweek, so I think he will definitely have a bit of confidence going into this game and will hope bench. I think he'll probably want to start, but I don't think he'll squeeze into that position. I think he will probably come on for Hakim Ziyech and maybe play on that right-hand side, as Pulisic loves that left-hand side so much. The likes of Kovacic, I think, will come on for Jorginho, as Jorginho doesn't usually last the 90 minutes, and I think he will be a little bit tired, so I'm expecting Kovacic to come on for Jorginho around the 70-minute mark. I have put a blue flame around all the players that I believe will be immense for this game and have a big impact. I think every player will have a big impact in this game, but these players specifically will do damage to the opposition and also stop us from conceding any goals. The likes of Mendy, Ben Chilwell, Reece James in defence will stop us from conceding any goals and also provide that attacking flair when needed. The 3 up front, Hakim Ziyech, Christian Pulisic and Werner, will be very dangerous going forward, starting to really gel together and uniting. I'm extremely excited to see this. I think the more they play with each other, the better they will get, and there's only going to be improving at Chelsea, which is kind of scary because I think we're very good already at the moment. But as long as we keep keeping clean sheets, we are definitely going to have a big chance of winning every game. This has been my preview video to our game against Burnley. I think it will be a tough game. With our immensely talented players, we will get the job done. I will be making a review video to this game that I will be releasing on Sunday. I hope you all look after yourself and keep well. Till then, see you later.